And you can't hear me, but now you can. All right, that's the idea. We have my son in the background. Everybody's going to be in here. We're going to give mom some time downstairs to herself to get some work done. And, well, we're going to be playing the Lunarian Shuffle because I love this game. I really am really loving Crow's work on this. So, but I want to generate the seed for it. Oh, I think I need to download the latest version on this. So, Lunarian Shuffle. Let's get the latest version.
I'm playing Minecraft.
And Sai's playing Minecraft on the Switch. Oh, for God's sakes. Well, that's interesting. Huh. It's giving me an... Give me a little bit of... Give me a couple seconds here before I get started. Something weird's showing up here.
Thank you so much. So sauce, I need to make a okay. Wait, I can make you some potato. Yeah, I need
Okay.
all the layers of the I'll get you some egg. Yeah. This is a good world that we already started on, right?
Let's try this again. And let's bring you in on the mix here. There we go. Version 1.09 of the Lunarian Shuffle. You're going to pick this. You got my kids playing in the background. If they start beating each other up, I deserve it, and they're going to get blasted. So, they heard that. All right, output ROM. Let's go to our current ROMs. We're going to do the Shuffle Playmate 1.0900. Keeping a look at my stuff as we go. Wonderful. We have a lot of snow here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to duplicate characters. Bright, shining morning. No kidding. It's just snow out there. It's ice mainly. That's kids are off school today. Our church office goes by the school district. So if the schools have a 2-hour delay, we have a 2-hour delay. But how are you, David, by the way? All right, let's do some of this here. Let's do the character counter. No, we're going to specify characters. Feeling pretty good. Nice. Specify characters. All right, let me Bring that back up here. I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing as we're doing it here. There we go. No snow here. I'm at work. Glad you're enjoying it. Good work day. All right, so what do we want? I want at least... I need to include Golbez and then go to specify characters. And it's no longer doing that one. All right, fine. I want at least 3 Golbezes because I never get Golbez. He's a new character, buddy. Well, he's an old character, but his inclusion is new in some. But since I never get him, I want him in here. Let's make it 4 Golbezes. Okay, I'm going to leave it to 4 Golbezes and up to 13. And the rest will just be random. We'll see what we get. I like this. Okay, we're going to do... combine names, because I like combined names. Experience sharing, Y, shorter cutscenes, music. Output ROM is already set. We're going to make a seed. And in case anybody wants to play this one, I'm going to make sure that we go here. Let me get up my tracker here for time. Awesome. That's our seed. Farthest I can in 3 hours doesn't seem right. Until I run out of time. Until I run out. Close enough. Close enough. Good enough to idea. Because I might need to go do something. Alright, so we've got this. Everything's ready. Everything's... seems like it's running pretty well here. Alright. In that case, I think we're set. Let's see what we can do. ROMs. There we go. Make sure my timers are working. Seems like it's good. All right. I've done some changes to the settings for this. First of all, I have it running off of a SkyDrive, or OneDrive, so I'm able to keep my settings between my laptop and my computer. I'm pretty excited about that. Also, oh, who do we got? Who do we got? Oh, we got Yang. Okay, I can do Yang. I can handle Yang. He's not my favorite. I've been getting a lot of Yangs recently, actually. I'm not sure what that's about, but we got Yang there. But anyway, rather than holding 2 buttons down, I play with the keyboard. I like the keyboard rather than the controller, even though I have controllers. Running a lot of Plague Knight. Yeah, I saw you were pretty happy with that one on our Quest for Glory speedrunning Discord. I saw your speed there. I gave it a thumbs up. A lot of green best times, it looked like. Alright, here we go. Hey boys, is the door closed? Mom's downstairs with the baby. Now I'm getting the boys out of her hair for a little bit. Alright, who's coming in? Who do we got? We got Diesel. Diesel Kane. Okay. So I got 1 Diesel for my final 5. Anyway, because I play on a keyboard, rather than hitting R and L on the keyboard, I decided to just link running to my like running from battle to my run button. So you're going to see me switch characters often because the run in Final Fantasy IV is R and L. Okay, we've got a bearded love interest there. Okay, cool. Boop. And we got a gold best for a Sid. So. Do. Interesting team so far. I usually end up with healers. That's what I end up with. I've never really had to deal with too many potion seeds. So I've got some... Well, I've got one heavy hitter. Diesel for Kane is going to make things a little interesting at the end, but it's doable. I've watched Crow do it a number of times, so there's no reason I shouldn't be able to pull this off. Alright. Let's go in here and get some items. I'm looking for a tent. No tents. I got alarms, though, and the nice thing about alarms is I'll load up on those before I go to Mount Ordeals. I am dangerously overcautious whenever it comes to ordeals. Like, whereas most people will do, like, one or two, I say most people, like, the speedrunners for this game, will do, like, one or two of the alarms, maybe 3. I'll do like 10. It's because I don't want to level up later. I want to have all the power I need, and it doesn't take that much longer. Plus, if you have like an edge in your party, he's pretty much guaranteed to know flame, which is great against the Magus sisters. There's reasons to definitely do that. Maybe not as many as I do, but I'm just paranoid about dying at this point. All right, let's get out of here. So Yang and Cecil, or Diesel. No, before the Lunarian Shuffle, I would have never called them Diesel and Peacel. But now that we have this Lunarian Shuffle, it's just the most natural thing in the world for me to call them both. Call them both by those nicknames. So when's the new Plague Knight tournament starting up? Ha! It's my birthday. Valentine's Day. Oh, that's right. I can't run from this fight. It's also Ash Wednesday, so I'll be at the church on my birthday. Well, I've got no, not doing a tent skip, or a mist skip. I need to go into my settings and turn up the message speed. I keep the game speed the same amount. I've had some, we're gonna get misted here. Interesting things can happen in this game whenever you have, different, whenever you turn the speed up. Enemies just instantly input their attacks, so you got very little time to take your time. You just gotta fly through menus, and I can get through the menus pretty quick, but I'm not quite there. Let's get them out. Alright, one down. And I get into a fight anyway. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can get a tent from this fight. Imps have a low chance of dropping tent. Well, I don't think it's terribly low. It happens fairly frequently. They're easy to kill, and if I can get a tent, we'll do the miss skip. And we're not going to get a tent. Okay. Well, if I get into any more mobs of imps, I will try it. I'll just do one safety check just in case. Nope. And there's another Yang. I said I've been getting tons of Yangs recently. I always like getting a super physical character for Tella. I mean, Palom's nice whenever he's Tella because he's just got so much black magic power. Realistically, I would love to have... let's beat up the karate girl. There we go. But a physical character like Sid, holy smokes! Because he usually comes with like a hand axe or a hammer. If he comes with a hammer, I mean that's it. I mean Octomam's down in a couple turns. Or if I get like Palom, you get tons of power attacks. A white mage seems to be the worst possible thing that could come in here. I mean you get healing ability with a white mage. Even vanilla Tella, depending on his spell set, can work pretty nice. Alright. Let's go in here and go to bed. Let's kick. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing that. I've had Palom here. I've had a Porum. Porum was... Ow, I didn't mean to hit focus. Porum was not fun. Porum just died over and over again. I should have moved her to the back row. That was the first thing I needed to do, but... This fight, which is usually a gimme, just did not go well. You know what? I'll try to get him. He's going to reach. Ooh, I hit him. I forget how much life that guy has. You get a little bit more experience for doing it. Not a super amount to write home about, but every little bit. Alright, let's see. Okay, we've got 2 karate fighters going off to combat evil. Let's see who Tella is. Poor. Totally jinxed myself on that one. Should have saw that coming. Alright, let's... Let me sell some things here. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Here, let's get some Zeus Rages. That should be all I need. I've got Porum coming onto my team, which is good because it's not good. It's not good. But I won't have to worry about healing because she's going to join at like level 20, which is more than enough. Don't leave me, Yangle. Oh, cool. Good to see you. Lunch is like one of my favorite things in the world. Darpy with the Antwerp drop. Good to see you, Darp. You and I are the exclusive users of the Antwerp. The reason Darpy can use the Antwerp, and this is actually my first stream since becoming a Twitch affiliate, so There is a subscribe button. I can do that. Smash that subscribe button. Smash a like. Of course, I can't stream to YouTube at the same time anymore, but YouTube took away my partner status because I apparently didn't have something like 4,000 unique page views a month or something like that, which I never would. I stream Quest for Glory, for God's sake. Ooh, Imp. We've got Iridia somewhere. Okay. Neat to know. Let's get some of these right here. I'm not going to go digging in there. We don't really need to. I'm going to move our Pora to the back row. Jeez. What's she have on her? A silver staff. That is not ideal. I'm also not terribly caring right now. I should have probably used a Thunder Zeus Rage there. No. I need to use a Cold Wind, which I have, but I'm not going to waste it there. Watch, I'll probably never actually use the Cold Wind. Oh, nice. Okay, I've got a Wooden Hammer for whenever Rosa joins now, which is ideal. So anyway, since YouTube took away my partner status, I really have no reason to actually stream to YouTube anymore. I mean, I'll still post the VODs up there, and I'll still put new Quest for Glory's content on there, because that's where I kind of directed people. Plus, it's unlimited versus Twitch, which will erase things after a certain amount of time. But I've got affiliate status. That's exciting. And 1 subscriber. Shoutouts to Darby. Very good. YouTube's a jerk anyway. Yeah, there's some ads on YouTube that I really just don't want. Like, and I can't tell them not to. Oh yeah, Connor, have you ever seen this? Oh, thanks for the follow, buddy. This is the Lunarian Shuffle. It's a Final Fantasy II randomizer that only really randomizes items and characters. So there's a newer one that just came out not too long ago called the Enterprise Edition, which randomizes pretty much everything, and it makes it a giant scavenger hunt. That sounds cool too, but thinking through some of those things and like where you're supposed to go next and whatnot and what bosses, I love the idea of knowing where I'm supposed to go next, there's no doubt, and then trying to figure out what the best way to actually deal with bosses are, especially if you end up at Zeromus with 5 Edwards, which can and has happened. It's not fun. You get used to healing like a monster as much as possible. You got to save up money for elixirs and hope to God they have them. No, somebody did a blind Shadows of Darkness. Did they rage out? Oh, also, Connor, one of the things is you can have duplicate characters, and Golbez is added as a playable character, as a dark, pretty much a dark mage. So, Dark Knight equipment plus black magic. Usually level 2 stuff. Virus. I think it gets Quake at higher levels. Good for him. Oh yeah, you almost have to bang your head against the wall in some of those puzzles. I mean, I saw you doing that. I felt for you too, and I think the last time I watched you play it, it was like right before the Eagles championship game, not the Super Bowl. It's the one before. By the way, go Birds! After all these years, I was very excited to be a Philadelphian. My sister can tell you, apparently even in Northeast Philly, which is nowhere near Broad Street, the city just apparently erupted into absolute chaos. I got a text message from my dad who lives in Northeast. He said the city's going crazy. I love it. We were screaming in our house. Ooh, we got a Paladin Cecil somewhere. That's one of the nice things about this. That's one of the nice things about those items is that you can find out based on equipping who you're going to be getting as it comes. Okay, let's see what we got here. You better get used to casting life. Holy smokes, he hits fast. It works all night long. Well, we're going to do this. Berserk is one of those underused spells in a vanilla game, but in the Lunarian Shuffle, and whenever you're trying to speedrun... By the way, this uses version 1.1 of the ROM, which means there are a lot less exploits. There's a couple skip glitches and things, but throwing trash cans and carrots at enemies to do maximum damage is not a thing. Alright, do I have Blink? I don't see Blink. Let's give this guy a little armor, see if that'll work. Alright, he survived once. Come on, give me a little bit of life. Cool, back to full. Alright. Let's slow him down. Actually, Portum's doing a little bit more than I would have imagined her doing. So 29 hours. What class did he play, Darpy? Got to be careful when you cast Berserk. If I Berserk my healer, I could have been in big trouble there. Maybe not. Yang's not taking much damage. God, she's got so much magic points at this level. Alright, they're beginning to take him down. Nope, nothing I want. Now she's going to attack. 28. I know I have a Peaceful somewhere, and I know I have a Rydia somewhere. The problem with Paladin Cecil is that he tends to come with a silver staff whenever he joins your team as somebody else. Come on. Stupid octopus. Just played through another ROM hack the other day of one that I always wanted to get into but never really had the time. Shining Force Battle Royale. Shining Force 2 Battle Royale. That was difficult. That was very, very difficult. Give that one a look at. I don't know if I would ever play that on stream. I don't think I have enough time in the world to get through what that one took me. Jeez, come on, Octomam. I wonder if whenever he says he's slowing down, if that's actually a thing. Because it doesn't seem like he's hitting me very much anymore. Thank you. This fight is tricky just because it takes so long without a high-level fighter or magic user there. I know. I gotta do Lance of Lore. I'm debating as to whether or not I want to speed run that right away, or if I just want to do like a let's play kind of thing. Lands of Lore, Westwood Studios, the very first PC game I ever played. God, I love that game. Like a souped-up version of Eye of the Beholder for the PC. All different lore, everything, but what a great game. Westwood Studios really used to knock it out of the park with some of their games. Lands of Lore 2, that was terrible, I thought, but apparently some people like it. The original is where I really loved, though. Alright, oh, here's our Paladin Cecil. I got really good armor for him. So. Oh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe okay, let me think about when the next time. Aaron, keep texting me on that. Like, get on me. Lands of Lore is, it's just a fun game. There's no other way I can really describe that one. Semi-difficult, not overwhelmingly so. Some of the none of the puzzles really require moon logic, but some of the keys that you get don't go anywhere. Some of the it's just a lot of memorization. What I really like about it is an old DOS game. I can control movement with the numpad, and then just focus on the mouse for like everything else. But if I'm speedrunning it, what I could do is actually pretty much just plan out my route and numbers. So I'm kind of all things, that's what kind of interests me. That I could just type in like 8, 7, 8, and know I'm going forward, left, forward. Okay, so we've got Paladin Cecil here. It's got a hand axe. That's awesome. Okay. Hand axes have a low per damage hit rate, or per hit damage rate, or something along that line. Yeah, keep pestering me. What that means is that their potential for doing... I'm going to learn Imp anyway. Yangle. That tells me that Yang is Rydia. Forgot about that. We're going to save before we go in here. I'll collect some of these chests. Paladin Cecil knows Cure 1, so I should be able to very quickly heal up before the antlion fight. You know, with that black armor there, I've got a guaranteed 4 Golbezes somewhere in this run. So, it'll be interesting to see where those 4 Golbezes show up. I can pretty much guarantee you I'm going to get a vanilla Golbez. I don't think I've really had a game yet where I haven't had vanilla Golbez. I take it back, I've had a Porum. And a Rosa. I've had a Rosa also. Thunderclaw. Yeah, the Imp Summon is actually in the vanilla game. You can find it. It's like a 1 in 256 chance drop from an Imp or something like that. Pretty nice little item to have. It doesn't really do any damage, but it's a neat little novelty. It's worse than Chocobo. It's like there's no reason you would ever have to cast it. It's literally a novelty. But there are a couple other hidden summons in the game also that were in the original. Bomb is one. Bomb is great early on. Focus, I don't believe, triggers his counterattack, so I think we're okay here. Let's do some healing. No, it is legitimate. I got it in the original SNES one whenever I was growing up. I would farm outside of Baron at the beginning of the game and make sure I get it. The other hidden items hidden ones are Mage and Cockatrice. Mage, I forget what it does, but it seems to do a ton of damage, which is nice. Again, for an early game item, it does a lot of damage. Bomb does damage directly proportionate to your hit points, and it's actually really good at the beginning of the game. Till about Golbez in the dark in the underground. That's about the point wherever I found it stops being useful. And then what was the other one? A cockatrice turns people to stone. And there are quite a number of bosses that you don't realize aren't immune to those things. A lot of boss transformations are not immune to things like stone, weak. You'll probably see some sort of strategy to that effect whenever I fight Dark Elf later on. Antlion went down like a chump. Oh, sweet. I think that was the easiest Antlion fight I've ever had. I'm going to have an Edward somewhere. I never get away with not having an Edward. Alright, so we got that. Let's exit out of here. Nope, not a myth at all. What Crow did, Crow's the developer of this game, and if you go on Google and just type in the Lunarian Shuffle, you can get the shuffle. It'll take you right to the website where you can check out this randomizer and download it, and then look what ROM you need and whatnot. But the developer for this game, Crow, took a lot of the dummied items out, or a lot of the dummied items that were in there. Oh, have a good day, Aaron. And he put them back into the game. So, golden apples, silver apples, there's a bunch of items that actually cast spells, almost like later Final Fantasy games. All those were even in the game back in this time. Okay, we got a Cid. He's going to jam out on this harp. Man, that guy is amazing on the harp. He can do all sorts of sounds that definitely are not harpish. The sounds match the character sounds. That's one of the later features that Crow implemented. This guy dies after 3 hits. Magic. And I hope you do. Alright, he'll die regardless after this next hit. But you gotta hit him. Normally that's not a problem, but some people, like a low-level Porum, who maybe died during Antlion, that fight can go on for a long time. Luckily, we're not going to have that problem here. Because we turned off the cutscenes and the dialogue, I like to make up the story as I go along. So what I think happened here is that Paladin Cecil found the Rusalka, and rather than giving her a kiss like he would in Quest for Glory 4, decided to throw her back into the lake, and she disappeared. We're going to go with that. Mark it in the book. It's canon for this seed. Now, here's the question. Am I going to end up with child Rydia or adult Rydia? Because it'll slightly vary. Child Rydia does not have... there, that'll work. Child Rydia has no white magic. Or no, adult Rydia has no white magic. And it's possible that you can grab either one whenever they come. Hadouken. Just shot a fireball right from his hand, Street Fighter style. There's some items in that back area that are prioritized, I believe, to give you some nice equipment to give you an incentive to go back there. But with this team, I'm not worried. Mom Bomb can get a little annoying, but it's nice that Cecil just learned that. Okay, here's our first goal, Bez, other than Sid. That's interesting. So where's Rydia? I would have thought that this would have been Rydia. All right. We got Golbez. The question will be, where in the rankings is he? He should be about level 10. What spells does he know? I think he should know Fire, Ice, and Lit too. I don't think he knows the Virus yet. If he knows Virus, this is going to be a quick fight. There's no way he's going to know Virus. He knows Drain, not even the twos. Drain has a few extra hits per spell than level 1 magic, if I'm remembering what Crow said right. I need to keep a bow in my inventory. I don't care which one it is. Any bow will work for this, but I need to keep a bow in my inventory so that way I can make anybody on my team who can equip a bow long range. But there's a glitch in the game that happens that once a character can deal back row damage, they never lose it. So all you have to do is equip a bow in their dominant hand, or in Edge's case, a boomerang, or all of Kane's spears qualify, if I remember correctly. No, I'm sorry, not Kane Spears. The Dwarf Axe. The Dwarf Axe works for Kane. Cool. Sorry. Gotta refocus on that. Alright, let's hit him with a Molotov. Maybe I could have saved that. It's not a big deal. And now we're going to take out the rest of these guys. So yeah, Dwarf Axe will give them back row damage, and that way you can pretty much just interchange your party wherever the heck you feel like it. There is a benefit to having magic casters or special attack people in the center. They get something like a 1 1/4 times multiplier on special moves, like anything but fight. So white magic, black magic, focus, jump, they'll do like 1.25 times the damage that they normally would do in any other spot. I think that's in the original also. I don't think Crow added that. That doesn't seem like something Crow would add. Crow's philosophy on this seemed to be to keep the story in as much intact as it could, so which is why you don't see anything crazy. Like, there's a couple features I requested, like instead of Leviathan popping out of the water, the big Chocobo would pop out of the water instead. I thought that would be hysterical, but there's technical reasons. The sprite sizes don't exactly line up and other things. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. Alright, so we've got a Palom and a Porum coming up. I wonder who they're going to be. Let me find out. I get my last 2 Golbezes there. Which means, again, I won't have a Golbez for the final party. Okay, I'm going to lose my... That, so I need to move them like this, so that way they do maximum damage going into this fight. Let's see, have shadow armor. I've got black armor for him. I have here nothing there that he can use. No helmets. I do have 2 darkness swords, though, so I can upgrade him. Good. She already has a wooden hammer. Nice. A lot of people seem to come with... it's actually pretty funny. A lot of people seem to come with the prisoner outfit, which I found to be a little dark. Like prisoner, like you'll get Palom and Porum, and one of them will be like Child Rydia, and she's wearing prisoner outfit. So rather than taking it as in like, oh, we've got child labor going on here, forced child labor, instead we decided that these are special prisoner brand jeans. So we can all feel a little better about ourselves. He should retreat before I can get this guy killed, but... That didn't work, General. I'm not going to kill him in time. I killed him in time. Nice. EXP bonus. I don't think that sound effect was right. Maybe it was. I knew that would take care of him. Cecil takes care of the water hag. Yang takes care of the weeper. And we move on. This team was pretty solid for this fight. I've had some nasty teams where, again, Porums and like Edwards, where this entire fight is a struggle. Not even necessarily because you can't kill the baddies. Why the heck did I use that there? So busy healing that you just can't even attack them. It's terrible. This team's going to be solid. Another thing you can do through a lot of these is use like items like Zeus Rages and other things. I'd love to have some like Molotovs or something like that. Fabul has alarms, and I'm not sure Mysidia will, so I'm going to have to buy some alarms before I go. I've got some items I can sell for it too, so. We're going to find out who Golbez here is in a minute. You can find out a little earlier who Golbez is if you don't have, or if you don't turn off the text boxes. There's somebody who will mention his name, and it's all programmed through. It'll correctly display the names. Well, they're dead. Should use a charge. That should be in there. I might be able to get this guy too. I'm thinking I might get him. Nice. It's not worth it to really go out of your way if you're aiming for speed to kill those guys. I mean, I have a timer up, but I'm not terribly concerned about speed. Alright. Watch the Dark Knight jump. He's got a lot of hit points. I'm going to help him out here. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Alright. That should do it. Yeah. After he says got you, it pretty much ends. Oh, we've got a Dark Rosa. Oh, the villain who shoots Cecil and Golbez. She's done with those brothers. Alright, that was pretty funny. And Dark Knight Cecil's like, yes, ma'am. Runs after her. I love that. I'll check these items just because they're on the way, but realistically, I just need to... Black Shield. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Now, if this, I wish this place had Molotovs. It's possible that Mysidia will. Molotovs are going to be really useful for the upcoming area. I don't need my prisoner brand name thing. I'll keep that bow because that'll make some people. Alright, this is another really neat item. We'll find out what the king's going to give us as a gift. Ooh, an earth hammer. If I have a Cid, Paladin Cecil... Yeah, if I have a Cid, Paladin Cecil, that is like a really overpowered item for this, for where I'm headed. That's like a really nice weapon to have if you know you have a Cid coming back in your party. Or even if you have a Cid somewhere before Milan Z. It's... Which I could. I could have like a Cid Palom or Porum. I'm kind of hoping for that along the line, actually, because Earthhammer is so powerful. I got an Earthhammer one time when Tello was Cid, and Milan went down in like 2 hits. It was... unbelievable. Now think about it. How funny would that be to just watch a chocobo just come rising out of the ocean and just devouring the ship. Man, I wish those sprites lined up. Maybe I'd do some sprite editing. Welcome to the land of wizards. Okay, we got 1 Golbez. And a Cane. Didn't see that coming. Cane there. Golbez there. Okay. What do we got? Iron Spear. Okay, I'll take all that. I actually like Kane for this. Kane is, for my money, like the most overpowered person in the game. I just love the fact that he can just get out of the way Got a black shield for you. Okay, they're actually pretty well equipped. What spells does he know? Okay, drain again. Okay, so the Mysidian Elder. By God. Let's see, nothing here that I... Do I have a Thunderclaw? I do have a Thunderclaw. I don't need a Thunderclaw. Thunderclaw, well, it's not, probably won't matter. Let's see, Ruby Ring, Black. Can I remember? No. Helmet. Man, I'm not really getting a lot of good stuff here this game. Weapon shops have been kind of a dud. Yes. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, cool. I got Molotovs now. I'm ready for our deals. Sure good. 600 health. Let's go. We're going to collect a healer up on the way, which will definitely make things a little easier. She'll already be pre-back row. Cast Cure 2 on Mylon Z. There's a difference here. Mylon is annoying, and in the randomizer, actually a little overpowered. Whereas Mylon Z is pretty much the Edward of the four fiends. He goes down so easy. He's pretty much just a. You just hold the A button in a lot of cases, and you're going to win. Like this team, I'm not expecting to have any trouble with Mylon Z. I've got Molotovs, I've got high enough damage outputs, I've got elemental claws that are going to shred them, I've got a powerful enough white mage. So Ordeal should be a pretty easy one. This has actually been a pretty generous seed. And I can say that now because like I'm already pretty much figured out who all the characters are. We might not even get to Edge and Fusoya before. Let's climb a mountain. Go ahead, Kane. Kane is so good with ice magic. And he gets bopped by his master, Golbez. And Cecil, under the control of his fiancée, Rosa, have kidnapped the airship master. You can get some good stuff going up here on our deals. If I remember what Crow said, post ordeals, like once you've actually done the class change, I think he said the encounter rate goes up in the game. Something nobody really pays attention to unless you're actually looking for it, which I find that's kind of neat. I'm going to run away from most of these fights on the way up here. I don't really need to level in order to handle Mylon or Mylon Z. The only thing I'll probably stop for is if there's like a Lilith fight or like an easy like 7 zombie fight. I can drop a Molotov and like end the fight like pretty much instantly. Get a little experience boost for my Kane and Golbez. Oh, that's right. Gotta make sure I get this one. This one always has something good. Silver. Nice. And I said I would stop, and I didn't because, well, why not? Liliths, we think they're actually programmed wrong because they are way too generous with experience. Liliths are also undead. Not quite sure why, but they are. I should have just dropped a Molotov. No, it's too late now. Just keep attacking. Where is the Rydia at? because of his name, I'm going to guess that Rydia is Fusoya. Whenever I used the imp item, it gave me a clue as to who Rydia was, because it says that so-and-so is the one who learned. So it ended in an A, and the only person whose name now I can see ending in an A is Fusoya. That should do it. Ouch. You get so much experience from those guys. Whenever I use an alarm up here, what's going to happen is that it's going to spawn 2 Liliths every single time. And because we've got 2 Liliths, do I have any tents? No, I don't have any tents. Not terribly worried. She's got a lot of MP here. And her magic skill is more than sufficient to heal me up. Here we go. And 2 Liliths gives about 5,000 EXP. I mean, I'm going to have no problem. No problems for a while. Watch, I'll end up with like an Edward. Just enough to learn. That's why I fought those Liliths, is to make sure that he had enough... EXP to learn some of these more powerful spells. One of the strats that I saw Crow use was to keep one of the zombies alive for the purposes of making sure that Mylon, whenever he starts telling his children to go, that there's no, like, he's not casting Lit 1 as much. Because he'll cast... Mylon will, like, always counter with Lit 1 no matter what you have. We're gonna Berserk Yang. And I am the wrong person to explain this game, but I know, like I'm remembering enough. I'm trying to speedrun this. So I've got to start getting used to this. This is my favorite Final Fantasy. So... You know what? There's no sense in doing that. I'm just going to keep curing. Yeah. I'm not sure how much MP Golbez has. Or Gorum, as his name is. Man, I thought Kane would have been doing more damage than this. I should have unequipped that hand axe from Edward before he left. Okay, cool, got him. Fire 2. Just in time for Mylon Z. Poor little feller. Alright, who are we going to get first? Oh, I wonder what I'm going to use. This poor guy. His full name, and we have made this canonical, his full name is Edward Scar Mylon. Because he is the Edward of the Four Fiends. He is easier in this form than he was in the previous. Look at that. Almost 800 damage because of Elemental. Ooh, he's out of magic. That's disappointing. Oh well. It's not like I'm not doing 1,000 damage a turn anyway. think he's just got a spear. Done. So easy. That tends to be what happens with any team you have too. Like even with Edwards, just get a bunch of Cure 2 potions or Molotovs. You're going to do enough damage. I didn't even get poisoned that time. Almost never happens. Alright, who's our Paladin Cecil going to be? Who are we going to find? The sword comes down. Child Rydia. Which means either... And I believe it's going to be this. And if I had to take a guess, I was going to say this. Because I have at least 4 Golbezes in this team. I've died too many times to this fight. I need to be careful. You can die to this fight. Okay, that wouldn't have killed me. I would have had, like, I think, 4 health left. Man. Yeah, he became the person he always was meant to be. A little girl. Oh, yeah. It's great whenever you get some of these characters. This isn't the first time I've had Child Rydia for my Cecil. In the newest versions of Lunarian Shuffle, though, there is a benefit that you didn't have in previous ones. The Legend Sword, or the Legend Rod, or whatever it is actually equipable by this Rydia. So it's been changed. I'll show you here. Legend Knife, okay. It has, notice the 42 attack on a knife. It has all the same attributes as the Legend Staff had. So we're good there. God, it makes me laugh that I got Child Rydia again. Let's see. Change this. Save. Here. Let's change this order up and around here. Oh, I didn't know you could do it that way. Nice. Form. Yeah, we'll do it this way. We're going to gain some real quick levels here. By quick, I mean I'm going to do this like 10 times. I should be using Molotovs. That wasn't very nice. Okay, cool. Just needed her to survive 1 hit. Nice. I gotta be careful. Whenever you use an item, it's gone even if it doesn't actually fire. Shoot. Okay, there is a problem to having Child Rydia. Child Rydia will not actually have any of her level 2 spells until after the Golbez fight. Or she enters the Golbez fight. That's where she learns the spells. So I'm going to be stuck with a low power... a pretty low power Rydia here for a little while. But... let me bring this up here for now. That should be enough. I can do a backup here just in case. I should have just attacked. I don't know why I didn't do that. Holy smokes. Oh. Okay, I'm panicking. I need to be more careful. 40 hit points. Okay. Porum knows life. Oh, can I get this off before he casts that spell? Because she's the one who really needs to... Ah, I didn't think I was going to be that lucky. That was overkill. Okay. Let's bring her back, and I lost another life potion in the process. I need to learn the MP overflow glitch. That's something I definitely need to master. Nice. Okay, cool. Starting to learn get plenty of levels. Well, I'm going to be here for a few minutes. Or, I said I've got, what, 6 left, 7 left? Oh, nice. Strike first. Learn sleep. Yeah, she pretty much doesn't get unlocked as a character until after the Golbez fight. Which is annoying. Because I want her to be able to actually, like, participate. Oh, thank God. Learning Toad. What's she doing? Yeah, I'm actually gonna... I think I will go through a couple more alarms here. I won't be here much longer. Probably 2 more alarms if I had to guess. That was cool. Virus. Everything's dead. Virus is one of those overpowered spells. For my money, it's one of 3 hyperpowered spells. Let's see. Okay, it was you. It has a very fast cast time, and it just does insane amounts of damage. Like, it's pretty much an instant cast spell. Let's see. Ouch. I win. Oh, Piggy. There's really not a downside to having the Piggy spell on you. Other than if you're a black mage. Piggies, as a fighter, can do pretty much everything anybody else can. So if you are an advocate for Piggy rights, I'm very pleased to say that you are not forgotten. Final Fantasy IV took care of you back in 91. I'll fight this. Free 2,500 XP. They're undead, so I can hit them with this. That'll kill her. No real good spells. She won't have any. She's got warp, so I won't have to do the dark cave, or the cave of darkness. But I knew that I knew I was going to learn that. I'm always over leveled by the time I reach that point, even in speedruns. Yeah, I keep getting hit with these posers, these ideas like, hey, you thought you were going to leave? No, how about this fight? How about this one? This and the Liliths are the only ones that I really stick around for. And Fire 2 is easily going to finish this off. There we go. Alright, we're going to grab a chocobo, head back to Mysidia, talk to the Elder, say that your Dragoon... ooh, black armor. Nice. Shame I already had one. But whenever I get Kane back, I'll have that for him. Well, Kane, Dark Knight Cecil. Dark Knight. Alright, let's go show the fact that a karate fighter has managed to turn himself back into like a 7-year-old girl. Simply stunning, they all said. Who would have thought that on the mountain there was that kind of power to turn back time, gender, and every other convention? No longer a fighter, but a strictly strong magic user. By the way, the Legend knife will turn into the Excalibur knife. Whenever you get the rat tail. Crow has made sure to guarantee that in the logic, there is at least one rat tail in the later areas of the game. Which means that Excalibur is a guarantee. As long as you go looking for it. What do I have? This fight can get a little dicey. I don't like this fight. In fact, I hate this fight. I think it would be safe to say. I really hate this fight, so... I'm going to shore my team up here. For some reason, something that is meant to be pretty much an automated fight has given me trouble in the past, and I don't like it. I'd feel better if my Rydia had the bomb summon or one of the other special summons. What do we got here? Okay, we've got a darkness thing. Oh, I don't have a black armor. Nice. I had 2. Silver. Black. I'm going to save the silver. I'm afraid I'm going to forget to take it off him. I've got lit 2 for Kenozo. These guys counter with specific spells, so I'm just going to virus them now and get it over with. They don't have a ton, but like they counter with Piggy and Minnie and all sorts of fun stuff. One down. The way you handle Yang is that it's like after you hit him once after I think it's 3rd kick, and that fight ends, or you can do 4,000 damage to him. Because I have virus, I am going to opt for the latter. God, that spell was so powerful. Alright. I have call. Chocobo. It's pretty much the only spell she's going to be able to do anything with right now. I'm hoping that Baron's weapon shop has some stuff I can actually use for Kane, because right now he is doing pitiful amounts of damage. Pitiful, uninspiring, use your adjective there. It's not very good either way. Connor, if you're still there, I'll show you the imp summon. That's always good for a larf. Let's do it. I hope this kills him. That would just be great. And that's why we never use imp. I think with an end party team, I've seen it do like 200 damage before. There he goes. Down goes the karate fighter. Slash Golbez. Alright, so Golbez, this poor little girl, stuck in the wall. We're trying to climb the walls to get away from the battle. Alright, I've got 2 Golbezes. I've got 2 characters that can cast Lit 2. Keinozo's not going to have any clue what fell on his head whenever I bring down the pain. Which is good. And I've got Zeus Rages, so I can cancel out the water at any point. Ice 2 and Fire 2. I'm ready. I'm ready for this one. Let's go see what the store has anyway. Alright. Something's up. I've got an edge somewhere that I did not expect. Which means edge is either Fusaya and that, and which means one of them is Rydia, and the other one is Fusaya, which means the counter is off. Unless my Rydia was Cecil, but for some reason it... Yangia, that should have told me. Okay, so I've got an edge and I've got another Golbez. I'm not sure in what order. Okay, I got it figured out now. I is smart. It's a shame I won't be able to actually use those at any point, but that did clarify quite a bit of what's going on. Don't need darkness armor. I've got that. Don't need a shadow helmet. Got that. Okay, let's go Lang. I knew I had black armor. And I just sold the other things. Man, I am really batting 1,000 here today. Oh well. I'll take that. What does Kane have for an armor? No, he needs that silver armor. Just gotta remember to take it off him. I love how much better ruby rings are. Let me go in here and sort my inventory. Alright. I guess I should check those chests also, shouldn't I? Silver sword. Nice. Nice. I can do that. That's a no-brainer who that one's going on. There we go. Now he's actually going to have something to do some damage with. Whips do back row damage also. That was another one of the back row things I forgot earlier. Stardust is an awesome item that uses the Comet ability. There's a chance it's available for purchase down in the Dwarven Ruins. Or, not the Dwarven Ruins, the Dwarven Castle. You can make exceptionally short work of Calbrenna. And also, the Golbez fight is a little hairy, actually, depending on who your main character is. It shouldn't be a problem because my Rydia is going to get a major upgrade whenever that fight starts. And, I mean, Yang's going to come out of nowhere like a karate blizzard, and hopefully he'll be able to do some serious damage to Golbez. I should be okay. I should have no problem, because she'll have virus, and I can just whip that spell out like as fast as the input goes. Alright, I always check the chests in here. You get some interesting stuff. This one in the middle always seems to have something good for me. And the bottom corner, but it's been kind of a bust today. Ice Claw. Without a... Yeah, that's not going to help me. If I had Yang, that would be... I'd be equipping Thunder and Ice Claws for the Kinozo fight. Goodbye, guards. Nice to see you guys in the sewers patrolling. Bandana, nice. I'm going to need to unequip some stuff from Kane before I go into the Kinozo fight also. I mean, I can fight Bagan with them, but I'm not going to be doing much else with it. So really, Kane got some good stuff for one fight. Because I'm going to lose a Kane and a Golbez. This fight should go pretty quick also. Golbez and Kane are like, no you don't, we hired you. You're not a good guy. Let's hit him with a virus. He will then counter with wall. And now we can start doing the real fight here. What's Berserk? What they don't realize is that I can see them. What they don't realize is I can't hear them. Alright, you want to kill Bagan. You want to kill Bagan's main body, get one of the pieces, and then start whittling away at the rest of it. Wow. Oh, the virus. Ah, that's funny. Okay, cool. He might recover his arms. I'm hoping I can do enough damage. Nah, I knew that wasn't going to work. Once this main body is dead, I can... Once the main body's dead, I can cast Virus on the other two and take them out pretty quick because the damage will be distributed differently. I don't know why I'm bothering casting Cure 2. Okay. Come on, Golbez. You know what? I'm just going to attack. I think it'll be faster. This should kill him off anyway. The Bird of Doom comes flying out from the side and kills off the last arm. Let me check my MP. That's my big thing. Got an unequipped Kane. Sorry, Kane, you're going to get nerfed again. Alright, what do we got? Spear, fine. Silver, you're going back to being a prisoner. And we'll give you leather armor. Leather helmet. Wait, she has something on her head to steal some of this damage away. Okay, 189, 189. Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of hit points. Okay, not worried. Let's do this. Nah, not a big deal. Hit him with Lit 2. You're going to hit him with Virus to make sure we keep dealing out the damage. Now we're going to start casting Ice 2 on him. The whole castle's going to come crashing down around this guy. There we go. Canozo's wave does damage proportional to the amount of hit points he has. So as he loses hit points, his wave does less and less damage. So by the time he's almost... Okay, it must have been queued up. Not a big deal. Wish that would have gone off before the Cure 2. Like, Rydia can never do enough damage to actually hurt this guy. He should be beginning to charge up his wave by the time that next lightning goes off. It should hit him. Got it. Timing was right on that. Virus is doing less and less, more and more damage as it goes on. Poor little feller. We'll cast Ice 1. Doesn't do a lot of sub hits, but we'll do it anyway. Let me see. Who do I have for... I've got Rydia. I'm not going to have a Kane for the Vivalis fight, but that's not a big deal. It's actually not nearly as dangerous as it once was. Let's hit him with some Virus while he's able to. This should put him into his shell, actually. Yep. Okay, cool. He's almost dead. I'm going to hit him with Ice anyway. It's going to parry. Just takes extra damage. 400. He might pop out for that. Nah. I'm going to Virus him here, too. Make sure he stays in his shell. When his water's up, he's weak against lightning. When his water's down, he's weak against ice. He's a turtle. It makes sense. I think he's down to like his last 1,000 hit points or something like that when he goes in his shell. But he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. GG, Kinozo. GG. We're going to do something I normally don't do if I'm racing. I'm going to check Eblin. I've got at least one hourglass. Okay, so we got a Golbez back, which is good. The 3 Golbezes are trying to decide who's more evil than the other ones. And 2 little girls carry him out. Okay, so for the Tower of Zot, I'm going to have, and the Dark Elf, I'm going to have Rosa and 2 Golbezes. Rydia, I don't count. She's not doing enough damage. Although her Legend Dagger will be strong against the Dark Elf. Probably do something like 600-700 damage or something like that.
mine would. Come on, doggy. Let's go for a nice walk.
All right. The Dark Knight has made his claim. Go get the Earth Crystal from Troya. Need to go see if there's... Check here. One of the first places you can check is Mist. Mist can have some ridiculous items. Like Zeus gauntlets and other things. It's rare, but not so rare that I haven't seen it a couple times. They're just expensive and like near impossible. Okay, fire armor. But there's a couple items to get here also. Dwarf axe. Man, I wish one of them could use that. It's a shame I'm not going to have anybody on my team that can actually use that weapon, because I could give back row damage. Sometimes that doesn't show up at all. Oh, that's right. Rydia's house. Oops. I'm almost glad I didn't get the Mist clip. Unless there's something massive in here. Mist was a bust this time. Holy smokes. Not good. What's Gold Bid have? Ooh. Sounds pretty well armed and ready to fight. I knew that would happen. Parking is like my one of those skills I wish I had in this game. I need to check Mysidia, because I forget what they had for items. Oop, too far. That'll work. I'm looking for hourglasses. I think I only have one right now. No. What do I have? Okay, I've got 2 hourglasses. Okay. I think I should be fine at Eblin. I'll be able to check at least 2 of the chests. Hopefully I'll find another one while I'm there. But let's go check Silvertown. We'll do our classic rest at the Dark Piggy Inn. If you don't know what the Dark Piggy is, you need to go to Crow's page, the developer for the Lunarian Shuffle, and take a look. Because Dark Piggy is funny. Great bow. Nice. There's always an item for sale. It's a different item here. It's only one, though. It's a useless one this time. Let's see what the weapon stores have. Hand axe. Nothing. Okay. Lilith is kind of nice. I think Lilith gives you a boost to stats, too, but I'm not terribly worried about it. Karate. This would be a very good place if I didn't have... if I didn't, I'll get those Gaia armors, though. So I was going to pick up his headphones, and give me a second. Let me turn on his microphone so that way you can capture him. Say hi, Sai.
Hi.
There we go. This is my oldest son.
Is my headphones... My headphones aren't speaking too well. Can you guys hear me?
And people saying hi. Yep, they're going to double check for you. Here, why don't you push the chair up so that way you can see. I meant lift it up. You got to stand up to do it, buddy. We just slept at the Dark Piggy Inn. Go to Crow's page, look up the Dark Pig. It was a great glitch as he was editing one of the betas. Really made us laugh like crazy. All of a sudden he edits the game, comes back in to try to fix it, and rather than things being fixed, he has a pig of pitch black color in his in his party with the class of Fight It. It was funny. It was really funny. This should take me to Agart.
Go all over mountains.
There we go. With any luck, I'll find a, always save before going in here. Hey, Crow! Speak of the devil. The dev himself. Been trying to get the best commentary I can, Crow, but you're the go-to for this game. Blitz Whip. Wasn't expecting that. Not in that chest, at least. That might be better than the... About the same. But back row damage, I'll take it. I'll re-equip the Legend Dagger for whenever I fight Dark Elf, but it's not going to be a big deal. Forgot to get the guys. Hourglass 3. Okay, I can check all the chests now. How you doing today, Crow? Let's see. I always forget the way around this thing. I remember now. Poison Claw would have been nice whenever I still had a Yang. I have an edge somewhere. Been confirmed through items. And should be this... No, it's the next one.
That's cool.
Now I remember.
I stayed up too late yesterday.
Yeah, we stayed up pretty late too, but then we ended up with a snow day. It was pretty nice.
So I'm tired. Wesley's playing Minecraft back there.
Your little brother's playing Minecraft, huh?
Uh-huh.
When you were staying up too late, was it playing the Lunarian Shuffle or editing version 1.0 with our playable Anna, or other? Oh, this guy's actually a little worse off than I thought on there.
Are you fighting the boss?
Figured. Get the bird to kick him. Wow, that did more damage than I thought it was going to. This might as well be a boss, actually, buddy. At this point in this game, I am under-leveled for this point. Cleaning. God, that's boring.
Yeah. I hate
Jeez, those skeletons seem to have a lot more life than I remember.
You guys can still hear me? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
I can't. I've got headphones on. Can't figure out how to get the sound to go through both. Ooh, an Avenger Sword. That just made things interesting.
I can't figure out how to make the headphones go through.
Yeah, through both speakers at the same time. Apparently it's beyond my pay grade without... Because they're plugged in through USB. Silver Shield. I just forget that. That's right, that's the other side now. Nice. Like no equipment whatsoever. The shops have been kind of a bust this time. I mean, I've had all the items I need except for like hourglasses, but beyond that, it's been kind of a rough game for items and shops. I've never been wanting for actual equipment, though.
Oh, that's so cute.
Let's heal up here. It's a Bob Barker reminder to always spay and neuter your pets. Ah, yes, now my Rydia knows virus. I've got a valid Rydia. You know what? Let's just attack. Really? Oh, neat to know. What's the formula difference? I mean, is it more damage or damage in battle or outside of battle? Equip ice on you.
It's outside of battle.
Outside?
It says in.
Well, it says different. It doesn't say more or less. Diamond helmet. There's the helmet I needed. Port bread. Fire armor.
Golden.
No random fact. Okay, so there's no random factor in it.
You've got 2 gold bits.
This is my guy with the black. It's not going to matter. If I remember right, black swords have a chance of killing these things instantly. There you go.
It's slightly stronger.
Because that random factor. So, is it like almost the same formula, except they add a random factor into it whenever it's not being used, or in battle it just adds a random variable? Find a mute dagger or something like that, but
Also, he said before that.
can't hear you, buddy.
Before that, he said the biggest thing is there is no random part outside of battle.
You're reading pretty good, buddy. I can see it right there.
Go grab something.
Here in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we just got dumped on with ice. They canceled schools for the boys today, so we're upstairs staying out of Mom's hair. At least we were until it looks like one of them just decided to go back to Mom's hair. Stay down here. He's echoing. Okay, I know what that is. Got it. He shouldn't echo anymore. It's probably a faster way for me to handle this fight, but just not thinking of it right now. Was that a Medusa sword? I missed what it was. What was it?
Playing my tablet right now.
I don't see it. Shoot. Ah, well. No fights in Evelyn. Nope, wrong way. I don't know why I saved there. Just a waste of time. I know the hold spell, so... Not hold. I need to take a look at my items again. I might not have anything that could shut down, and my spells. I might not have anything that can shut down, I've got stop. Okay. I'll be fine against the dark elf. Let's go here. I haven't actually tested to see if you're, Yep. That's faster now. Before you got here, Crow, I did sleep at the Dark Piggy Inn. Very happy. Forget what Troy has for items. Good there. I'm picking up just a few healing items around the way, along the way too. So I'll take 2 Gaia helmets. Absolutely. That should be fine. I could probably do a crossbow on her, but I'm not... She's got a silver on, so I gotta get that off. Might as well give her... I had a crossbow. And I have a great bow. And she's got an iron ring, so I can't have that on. Once I finally get around to clearing out my inventory, I should actually have quite a bit. Gaia doesn't give you any sort of stat bonus. I've got that, and gives me a little bit more. She's not really going to be attacking. She's going to be using... Let me clear this out. Way too many black armors. Don't need that. Don't need that. Crossbow don't need. Zeus Rage. Yeah, keep them just... No. Keep those. I do have an edge coming into the team, but I don't think it matters too much for those other things along the way. Iron, let's get rid of that. Leather. 2 silver shields I can equip right now that are going to be better than the black ones or shadows that they have. And then we're going to go fight the Dark Elf. So, Crow, riddle me this. If you had Virus or Avenger, which would you be equipping right now?
On which guy, Dad?
Weird quadratic thing. What's up, buddy?
Which guy? Like, which character?
No, I think I... yeah, what would you use between Virus and Avenger for Golbez right now? I'm leaning towards Avenger just because he's going to do enough. Yeah, okay. I should have just gone with my gut then. You know what? I will give it to the higher level one. Oh, that's right. Avenger's two-handed. That's why. Whew, that's a lot of damage. I don't know why I was even hesitating there.
Versus the next few bosses, Avenger.
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 Yep. All right. You know what? I really don't need to check any chests. I can't see myself getting anything that's going to wow me in this area, so I'm just going to keep running. I've got more than enough power to handle everything up through Golbez. I mean, I've got Poison Claws for Yang, which I'm going to be getting back. I've got Elementals. Yeah, I've got every set of Elemental Claws there is. Avenger could be, but I think I have 2 Stardusts. At least 1, so I'm not terribly worried about the Calbrenna fight. I think I can deal enough damage fast enough to not have to deal with it. But I could see what you're saying there. I could easily see that being a problem. Maybe I should be checking these just for hourglasses, but I've had pretty good draws on the Dwarf Castle. It's usually either a Stardust or an Hourglass purchase I can do there. Either one I'd be cool with. I'll check this one. I like this chest. Got gold. So, Crow, for this new nuke glitch that they're using, is that a 1.0 exclusive glitch, or is the same... Jeez, I'm getting fire armors like crazy. Is that a 1.0 exclusive glitch or not? Did I keep that? Nah, it's not a big deal. There we go. Now we're ready.
What's the hourglasses, Dad?
I can't hear you, buddy.
What's the hourglasses? What's the hourglasses?
They cast stop on everything. He's asking me what the hourglasses do. They're one of the more overpowered items. Oh no, we're gonna die. Run away. Cecil will get out and get up and jam a bunch of notes out on a harp that shouldn't exist. Okay, so the glitch itself is because of a factor in 1.0 that doesn't exist in 1.1. However, if you could make Nuke go viral on all the enemies, then it should work. That makes sense.
So it's 1.0 and 1.1?
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to Berserk. If anything, I should just cast Cure 2. Jeez, that does so much damage. Do I have any other? Let me just double check here. Nope. I'm going to Silk Web him. Holy smokes. He does so much damage. Which doesn't really help in... doesn't really help because it's the last fight. Nice. I thought I had more exits. That was weird. No biggie. Could have sworn I had 2 exits. Don't know where I would have used the second one. Antlion and somewhere else. Just in case for some reason I need to fly somewhere else. I can't see it happening, but that'll get me back to the castle sooner. Or back to the Chocobo Forest faster that way. Troy's landscape's neat, but there's not much to do here. I mean, there's plenty to do in the castle, there's plenty to do in the town. But really, there's not much to do beyond that. Like, there's just this giant forest that nobody would ever wander into unless they had no idea where they were going. And once you know where you're going, you avoid it like the plague. Alright, we'll do a quick rest. I shouldn't have even needed to do this, but I'm overly cautious. Now it's time to go. One step. Okay, so I'm not crazy on that. In other words, you're thinking I'm probably on the right track. That something was supposed to happen there. Hourglass 3. There it is. Calbrenna fight. Super easy now. So, Crow, what's your best Golbez % time? Just off the top of your head. I don't know if you've tracked it or not, but... was it like an hour and a half or something like that? Because I felt this was a pretty generous seed, and maybe it's just me being way overcautious. All the fights have been simple. There's never been a worry that I'm like, oh no, I'm about to die. Boy, I hope this goes okay. Yeah, I did know that. I did know that. Let's see what this guy gives. Ouch. Ouch. And goodbye. Probably about as fast. Okay, so I'm not terribly far off. Only 16 minutes. Elven bow. It's not going to be terribly helpful for me right now. Unless I get an edge that I'm not expecting. I put 4 Golbezes mandatory in this run. And so far all of them are temporary characters. So there's a chance that Golbez will be either Edge or Fusoya. And I've seen Edge equipment. Short Sword and Boomerang. So I know that I've got an Edge as one of them. I just don't know which is which. Overly cautious again.
Did you close the door?
Alright, Magus Sisters. Avenger Sword can kind of be a liability here, too.
Where's my teddy, Dad? Where's my teddy?
I have no idea.
So,
Let's see here. Can't believe I got that ice 2 off before the wall went up. You know, I don't need the Stardust for the Calbretta fight anymore, so I think I'm going to drop it here. Avenger's good here, too. I mean, yeah, it does a ton of damage. I'm just worried about taking out Sandy and Cindy, or Sandy and Mindy before Cindy goes down and revives them both. Alright, I'm going to hit her with the virus anyway. Ah, that's right. I never equipped her with arrows. That's entirely on me. Do I not have any arrows? I thought I did. There they are. Iron arrows. Better than fists. And down. Is there anything I want to unequip from? No. Pora. I'll take my great bow back. She can have the rest. I bought life potions in anticipation of not having Kane for Vivalis.
how far did you get? Die, Sam.
Uh-oh. Here comes the dreaded white magic Meteo. I'm getting a Dark Knight Cecil and a Cid. I know that my last two characters are a Golbez and a Edge, so I'm not terribly worried about having other Magi hats. I know who the last two definitely have to be by process of elimination. And Rydia already has one.
I got it twice already.
Rosa, shoot lightning. I like to think that this is her just shooting a glare that just... I know, I've had that look. I'm married. This song for this scene. My two Golbezes are Sid and Yang. Oh, I didn't save my black sword. No, it's on my other guy. That's why it's not there. Nothing for the arms. Yeah, that's happening. Whoops. I've got an earth hammer ready to go. Don't know if I have anything. Bandana, that'll help. I don't think I have anything else. Nope. Wonderful. Let's do this. The only terrible thing that could happen is if for some reason I end up losing all of my characters except for the Golbez with the Avenger Sword and me not being able to heal. I don't see that likely. I should have plenty of healing spells. I've got plenty of life potions. This should not be a big deal. Just might take a little bit. About how much life does she have? That I don't know. Okay. So level-wise, he'd be better, just as a rule of thumb. Wow, I totally did not expect that fight to go that quick. And I totally did not expect 3K to be the answer. Holy crow. Pun intended. Unintended. Well, that was the easiest Volvalis fight I've ever had in the history of everything. Nice. We're going to check into Sid's inventory real quick and take a dip and get some of those items off. If nothing else, I can sell fire armor. Is that song supposed to play there for that crow? Because that was a Golbez, and I wasn't sure if that was an automated airship song or if that should have been Golbez's theme. All right, let's take a quick look into Golbid's thing. I'll take that back. You can clear that off. I'll take... You can have my shadow sword. You can have the shadow armor. Sid's theme plays. Okay. Now I've got some equipment for you. Much better. I'll throw the magma. We're going to lose our Sid here in a second. Our Golbez Sid. Sid, a Golbid. I love that Golbid. Crow, I love the combined names. I gotta say, I really like the way those naming fusions have worked out. Yes, exactly. It's just remote controlled. I mean, granted, there's not probably going to be a lot in the sky to get away from it, but I mean, I'm not going to say I know exactly where it's parked or how it works, but... Or even how airship flight is possible, I guess would be the word. I'm a pastor, not an engineer. Yeah, the piloting it from afar. I just hit the button and it returned to me. Like, I was going to say a boomerang, but even that requires you to throw it. Let's go check the item shop real quick, just for giggles. I've got virus on Rydia. I'm not terribly worried about this fight. There's the Stardust. Because I can. Yeah, he just comes flying out of the sky like Flammy does in Secret of Mana. Just this is the first time. But I agree. I think it would make way more sense than casting Exit and having it go to a specific place in the castle. Yeah, I don't quite understand why. There's a couple continuity problems there. Alright, where's that? Hourglass 3. There we go. That should end this fight. Pop, 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 pop. I like that, Crow. That's a good explanation. I don't want to know how much time they've been spending there. They're unmarried. She's gonna come out. We're gonna dump on her right here. And there's nothing I can do to get anybody out into the air. Let's use an Earth Hammer because we can. Alright, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. If you know, in the past, I've had some problems with this fight, too. I have a bad tendency of dying to this fight multiple times, and it almost costing me races. Of the 2 races we've done. Where's it 3 now? Can't remember. Yangle. I love that it says Rosa. I love that it works right here. This is good. Yeah, he's got a ton of damage. I am not exactly worried at this point. Yeah, must have been. They just let anybody go into that. Go into that town. Or into that castle. Alright, that fight's done. Wow, just gained a lot of hit experience from that fight. Look at that pink glove. Good job on the glove recolorings. Or is it just using that color palette? There we go. Well, that's probably my personal best for Golbez. There's a blank item screen. Just kind of a glitch, huh? Just no rhyme or reason to it, just happens. I mean, I'm sure there's a rhyme or reason to it, but... My question, if I were to load my game, would it... Is it consistent to the seed? Grab some blizzards for that fight. Okay, I gotta check the item weapon shop. And the tower here.
I don't know your choice. I don't think you should get one of these. No, those are actually. Why did you take that?
Not understood. Makes sense. Yeah. I just forget if there's stuff in those. God, how many fire armors do I need? I got more money than I know what to do with. Just in inventory. What do you got? Ooh, nice. Oh, okay, good. How much money do I need? Exactly how much I have. Nice. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Rid of those fire armors. Plenty. I got Zeus gauntlets coming for everybody. Pot rooms have some secret passages. The pots with things in them are behind those. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Don't need the blitz anymore. I've already equipped it, so I've got back row damage. Don't need that. I'll sell my vampires. Don't need a Molotov anymore. Really don't need a silk web. Mute bells are going to be useless. Zeus rages are a nice gesture. Flame rods. Almost missed that. Well, my Yang has just turned into a one-man decimation machine. Especially once I equip the bandana. I thought I bought a wizard armor. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, definitely they're in those. I mean, I've got the spells, but... Ooh, cat claw. Nice. Absolutely, yes. Oops. Accidentally hit the Windows key. So... There we go. Yeah, I'm going to keep it that way for now. Let me get the bandana helmet off him. I'll see if there's another one because I want to put that on Yang right now because with that Zeus gauntlet, he's pretty dominating. I want to check to see if the Zeus gauntlet can go on my... Okay, Golbez cannot use Zeus. I didn't think so, but... I think he needs that. It's only 1,000 if I'm wrong. I'm wrong. No biggie. Alright, let's go back in and sell off some junk. Don't need Gaia anymore. Either one of those, because I know who my last two characters are. We're good there. Keep my great bow, although I have an elven bow, so I think the elven's better. Yeah, elven's better. I should be equipping the kamikaze. Black shield. Great bow. Not a big deal. He should be able to equip a cap. Much safer. Alright. The only thing I could do to make this a little more devastating would be to get a Zeus gauntlet for Sid, but that's not really necessary. Not necessary at all. As long as it's paired with arrows. Oh! So that would be something that I should give to... There. Heal up. I'm going to save here for giggles. I'm wondering who my edge is. I've either got a vanilla edge or another team with a final 5 that does not include Golbez. Again. Once I get rid of my Golbez on my team now, my Adventure Sword is going to go right to Diesel. Because that makes sense. Other than finding like ninja equipment or the what's the other hat that does that? Anyway, other than finding some other equipment, my Yang's battle equipment is actually pretty well set for the rest of the game. In fact, I'd be fine with what they have right now. I think we should have chocobos there instead of tanks. Random chance. 1 out of 10 that chocobos are blasting the tower rather than tanks. It's canonical. Let's make it happen. I'm not really going to check any of the chests in here for items. I'm not terribly worried about them. Again, I'm really happy with the way this team is kind of rounding out right now. I've got plenty of life potions in case some people die. Healing is a little weak right now. Oh, that's lame. So we'd have to input new. Man, there's always a reason. So chocobos are considered player characters because they, I'm guessing because they have models that can move? Or vehicles. Oh, you already covered it. Never mind. Cancel out what I said. Park chocobos are vehicles. Alright, you know what? Forget the vehicles then. Let's put something silly there. Like we'll just have a... like Edwards there instead of tanks. And that way Edward can feel as if he is contributing to the team. Just Edwards blasting the Tower of Babel and with song and fire. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Oh, the tanks are vehicles. Ah, crap, I'm missing it. Wait, so, okay, hold on. Even though you can't actually ride the tanks in the game, they're considered vehicles and not NPCs. Very interesting. Are there sprites for the tanks pointing forward? We are as good to go as we are going to get to go. Yep. Let's do this. I'm going to have Yang focus on the doctor and Sid focus on the monster, because Sid's got that earth hammer and should shred him to pieces. Go, Bonab. Battle Nab. And our Yang Golbez is just a wild card up there. Wow. That was way more damage than I thought he was going to do, and I am pretty darn happy with that damage. Thousand even. Holy junk, they just trashed him. This has been a pretty broken seed. I mean, broken's the wrong word for it. The seed is... My team has been exceptionally powerful. I should have equipped a lightning claw, a thunder claw on Yang for this. Wow. Poor Cecil. You're going to get your hands on a good piece of equipment soon. Can't focus. Did something cause me to lose my ability to focus there? Easiest Dr. Lugay ever. I don't think I have enough healing potions to cure everything, which is pretty annoying. Alright, well then this is an easy series to figure out. Poison blocks focus. Okay. Thematically, I could see that. Yeah, I'm getting my other stuff back also. Almost there. I'm probably going to go for about another hour, I'd guess. Okay, we're good. Oh, he looks really kind of cool in the face there whenever he's poisoned. All right, here we go. Whenever I get back to the dwarf town, I'll probably buy another Zeus gauntlet for Sid. Just seems criminal for him not to have one, especially considering how much damage he's doling out right now. Wait a second. Now he does more. Poison blocks focus. Had no idea. Gotta remember that. Really? That sounded neat. We should include a special caveat for Golbez. Whenever he's poisoned, he gains life. It's like regen. Because he's, like, evil. I'll check this chest. I like money. Take money. Hey, David's back. Been quiet, David. Either that or you're working. I mean, if you're working, I can't blame you. My wife's telling me I'm being too loud. I gotta be careful. Because then she'll get loud and yell at me. Yeah, she will. Maybe I'll wake up then. Just close the door, Kel. There we go. Mrs. P.R. Miller. Mrs. K.A. Miller. If any of you want food recipes, go to mostlyhomadeMom.com. I'll give a shout out for the 3 viewers that I have right now. That's my wife's website. It's also her full-time job, and she makes more than I do. Go on and click an ad. Meetings and lunch and distractions and stuff, yeah. Work does that. Work is one big distraction sometimes. Man. Golbez taking one for the team. Well, yeah. He's a witch. We knew it. Definitely parked too far away again, but to go back in and reset would take more time. I could check those, but I've got good enough equipment. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to equip a bow on Sid to make sure that he has back row damage. Because I'm either going to get a Golbez or a... I'm either going to get a Golbez or a Edge here. Man, Luge went down like a chump. I should probably just stop checking some of these chests. I mean, I know this is the right tier for some good stuff, but... I guess I'm more confirmation of getting an Edge because there's no more Canes in my future. What do you got? Okay, so I've got a place to buy elixirs, to buy ethers, to buy silver apples, if I remember. Tiara. Yeah, I'll do that one. Nothing interesting me there. You know, now he should be good. Wisdom 42 and will 40. Oh yeah, no question. I thought as much, I don't know the stats on a lot of these things. Okay, don't need the whip. Keep the black sword just in case I need to equip something on him. Fire armor, silver armor unnecessary. Oh, black helmet. I'm thinking like black robes. I'm like, when did I get those? And I should have absolutely nothing to give to Edge whenever I get him. Hopefully he is Fusoya. I just sold all of the equipment that my... If I get a Golbez, I'm going to need one. Of course, the way I've been finding fire armors, I'm probably going to get one any second. Alright. No strength rings this run. Very upset. Very upset. Need strength rings. Alright. More edge confirmation equipment. I should have sold the drain spear. Wonder why I didn't do that. Middle sword. I got a feeling I'm not going to have an edge in my final five. Or a Golbez in my final five. Come on. There he is. That's okay. I like Edge. He's vanilla, so he should have vanilla equipment. In theory. In theory. His HP's right. Which means I can mark this now. Alright, my team is very light in the healing department, and I have like no healing items. I got some. I don't think there's any place I can actually buy Cure 2s that I saw. Rune, nice. I'm going to check some chests as I'm going through here. I guess the first thing I should do is equip Edge. You know what? He's got that. Let's do this right. Not keeping the headband. Sid reminds me of SBQ 92. Alright. Starting to look more like him every stream. Okay. Run away! Make sure I have one. Hourglass 3. Okay, I'm fine. Here we go. Wow, that's so much damage. Oh, she does have Cure 2. Nice. I thought that I didn't realize she learned Cure 2. I thought she only learned Cure 1. Not that it matters, that Cure 2 stunk. Fell asleep. Gotta remember to equip the Ice Claws. Well, Tiara. Spent my money on it. That's the risk I take. Way I can handle it later. I'm hoping that the nah, I can't do it that way. Oops. I gotta finish the sentence. I'm hoping that the rat tail is somewhere in my way, so that way I don't have to go out of the way to get it, because I won't this game. Wrong way. Crow, did you, if you're still there, did you program the rat tail to show up in particular areas, or just within a certain range of area? Like, for example, can it show up in I mean, the Cave of Summons makes sense. Or does it... Can it show up in the Giant of Babel, for example? Or is it always underground? In other words, is there ever a case where it could be gone forever? I love how even when they surprise you, you can run away from them. Around the Babel descent. Okay, so, like, theoretically, it could be gone forever as you're escaping, or as you're leaving the Tower of Babel after Rubicante. Got it. Kamikaze. So, it's somewhere between that and the final dungeon. I don't see grudgers all that often. Cecil's just going to be dumping on Edge's parents here for a while. This fight, if I remember right, isn't damage required. It just stops. I should have not used that Ether 2 on Rydia. That was a mistake. Because Rubicante is just going to heal him up anyway. Lock yourself. That would make sense. Okay, so you've got to get the Luca key. So you've got to get the Luca key before you go there. Alright, again, I'm not terribly worried about it this game. I've got a fairly decent Final 5. Healing is available. I would have thought they would have... I feel like Sid should be in the front row, but he's got so much hit points there. Edge doesn't. Cecil's just going to keep going after him. Goodbye, Edge. Adios, muchacho. Mom. Here we go. I think I'm okay. Gotta keep Sid where he is. I'm gonna sell that. I'm a little worried about this fight just because I can't heal, but doing tons of damage to him, so I'm not terribly concerned. Not wow! I want him to get the experience. Jeez. Talk about a jet seed. I'm always impressed with the damage output of Yang, just in general. Like, I'm always frustrated when he's in my party, but I'm always, like, excited because he's in my party. He just does way more damage than I ever anticipate him doing. Good enough. Gaia robes. You need to get a rat tail or some Gaia robes. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Ice. Here we go. Go sell a couple more things. I want a... Good there. I want another... Definitely not going to get another one of those. I want another Zeus Gauntlet. Huh. For some reason, I did not know that Edge could use it. Is there a helmet in there you can use? Oh. I have to check Dwarf Town. Oops. I'm supposed to go see Sid. / Golbez. Okay. Almost there. Look at this. Look at this team. Diesel, his engineer, his faithful karate man, and a little 6-7-year-old girl that he picked up along the way that happens to know some black magic and white magic. As the evil one tries to stop the dwarves from repairing the ship but fails. He's fine. Go to sleep. See you soon. Let me check here. I might not even go into the land of summoned monsters. I'm not really sure there's any reason for me to, other than to find some cool items. Could use some good edge weapons. Got that. Not those kind of edge weapons. God. Strength ring. Not enough for that. Oh, why did I buy 2? I have a strength ring. Okay, here we go. Let's start clearing this inventory out. We got stuff we're not going to use anymore. Don't need the great bow. We've got an elven. Don't need the drain spear. Don't need the wizard robe. I've got those. Don't want the poison claw. I could have used the poison claw. Nah, I don't want the poison. Don't need short sword. Don't need another ruby ring. Buy coffin. Get half my money back for that one. Rune, I will keep. I'll keep the dwarf fire claw, elemental claws just in case. We're good. Only thing that I would go down into this area for. Edge weapons, which I'm really low on. But I'm not terribly desperate for. I'm going to try to jet through. We're going to try to jet through. We're not even going to go to the land of summon monsters. Another blank text box. Ah, the glitch continues. He steals his adventure sword and runs off. The Dark Lord is going to attach his most evil weapon yet, drill. Terrible drill. Playing it very risky here. I just trashed Rubicante. Diving right to the moon. I mean, the reality is I can find myself... I can get to the Land of Summons at any time to check those chests. So there's really not a good reason except for exploratory purposes that I can think of to... not come straight out and get the moon and go get moon tier equipment. And leveling. Leveling's good too. Alright. I think this should be Fusoya's theme. So anytime Fusoya does something exciting, he plays this song. I can't really think of any reason that I would check the Lunarian store right now. It's not going to sell any weapons, and I've got all the items that I necessarily need right now. Although I could check it. Now I've got Cure 2s. No, we're just going to go straight to Fusoya. Bahamut Cave may have been something. Of course, I don't think I have any moon veils or anything like that to reflect. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? God, they do so much damage. Let's hit them with some blizzards and see what happens. Something. God, I'm very underpowered. Ah, good point. Well, Bahamut... I was thinking more for the treasure chest in Bahamut's cave than I was necessarily for the big dragon himself. But that is a good point. I would have totally forgotten about that. Dragoon hat. I don't think I have anybody that could equip that, do I? Oh, Sid can. Nice. He needed something other than that stupid cap anyway. Okay, we should be good. Flame Whip. I'll take that. Now I'm going to keep the Elven for the stat boost. I don't think there's a stat boost for the Flame Whip. Strength and agility, so nothing Rydia necessarily needs. Hi, Golbez. As predicted. Unfortunately, he doesn't have... what did you come with? Golbo, yeah. He comes... Avenger anyway. Nice. Nice. I don't think I have anything else I would equip him with right now. Yeah, I sold all my fire stuff. It's fine. It's come with 2,500 hit points. Nice. Now the danger here about using the Avenger Sword is going to be up against the CPU. Also, I should check the Lunarian cave for extra life potions. Problem is I can never remember which one's the store. What? Tired of running from you guys. Got all these extra items. I totally get that. There are plenty of reasons to hate Diesel. Avenger's the best sword Diesel can get, if I'm right. Other than the Excalibur Dark Sword. Managed to take out my ninja. You fluffy bugger. No life spell. Yeah, I need life potions. I'm not going to fight anything. I'm just going to leave him dead and then heal. What's the best other than the obvious holy Excalibur sword for Golbez? What's the best weapon that Golbez can also equip as far as damage output goes? Go for another 20 or so minutes. 25 minutes. I gotta eat lunch at some point. Maybe I will go check the cave, the Bahamut cave, for some items. Nope, no life spell. That's annoying. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go check Bahamut. Ah, black sword gives a wisdom boost. You know what? No, I've come this far. I'm going to save before I go over. I'm going to save outside here, and then I'm going to go Devil May Cry up against the Giant of Babel. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is my weak area of knowledge of the game. I've done enough goal bez percentages, but I've never actually done enough speed runs of this area this time to really get a feel for what my time's looking like. There we go. All these really strong men under the leadership of a little girl. It's pretty funny. They're like, "We trust you, little one." I don't have the weak spell. So the thought of fighting those dragons is not that appealing. However, I have a Cid with a hammer and a Yang with some claws. Ninja helmet. I think that's better than the headband. Or the bandana. Go get a mannequin. That's right. The other problem is that I don't have any rest items like cabins. Samurai shield. Firebomb. Samurai shield. I guess for Golbez, but since he's using a two-handed weapon right now, I am not going to be doing that. Dragoon gauntlets. Nice. You know what? He can have those. So, Crow, is Dark Knight Cecil able to equip Dragoon equipment? Bandana's 5 strength. Okay. So in theory, because of Yang's affinity for strength, damage is more important. Unless it gives him an extra multiplier. Let me take a quick look. Times 10. Good. I was going to say, thematically it fits. Okay. This doesn't matter. It's the same damage and multiplier. However, I think he needs strength, really. Bacchus. So what I'll need to do is need to re-equip that black armor so that way he has some Dragoon equipment ready for him. Oh, Cid can equip the Dragoon equipment then. Yeah, we'll do this one. Jeez, he does so much damage. Haha. That's how I expected that fight to go. Bandana. Because I'm not thinking straight. I'm trying to remember. Is the headband better than the bandana? Oh well. Just keep going. Bandana has better defense, but otherwise they're the same as far as their +5. Protects against charm. So in other words, not a live issue right now. One more thing. To start out against the 4 fiends. Now I know there's something you can do against the 4 fiends to make sure that they don't swap setups or whatever it is. It doesn't move beyond Milon Z, Mylon, Edward of the 4 fiends. Cool. Let's do it. But I don't know that setup. 3, 2, 1, go. No escape. Okay. Your beloved no escape run. Wow, she went down quick. Let's see what you can do with some elemental damage. Whoa. About the same. Actually, a little bit more. Ouch. Glad I kept these elemental claws. I got blizzards. I should be using those. Jeez. No need to focus. That makes sense, actually. He's just doing so much bloody damage against him anyway. That's gonna hurt. Lost my blizzard. Let's equip those thunder claws. Actually, valid question. Is he weak against thunder, or is he weak against... Let's find out. I should probably focus here, though. Torn. You know, I should probably just have her on healing duty. Making sure Yang is alive. Glad I did that. Scared to death of losing him. I missed how much damage that did, but... Jeez. Oh. He's a savage one. Ouch. Oh, thank God. Should have probably just used a normal attack. It might have killed her. GG.
You win?
Yeah, Storm is a nasty ability. I don't like Storm at all.
Does that scare you guys?
What's up?
Popped up.
What's up, buddy?
It's popped up.
Yep, you came out of nowhere. Did you close the door?
Yeah.
Wesley, did you close the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
The door wasn't open. The door was open.
Let's go back and save. And let's heal up a little bit. No cabins, so I've got to heal. I'm gonna guess that's Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, what do we got now? Let's give her some extra. She probably won't use too much of it, but she'll need it for Cure 2. Okay, well.
Dad, after you do the stream, can I make a video?
We'll talk, buddy.
Okay.
Probably. Alright, let's see. Can I get through the CPU? This one I'm expecting to be a little more difficult. Although with Yang and his, I've got a Yang and a Sid here ready to do some serious damage, so. I don't think my party's safe. Ever. Let's see here. Oh, thanks. Hundreds of damages of safety. That should do it. No, it's not as much as I thought it was going to be. He is not doing nearly as much damage as I feel like he should be. I did equip him with a bow. Oh, I see a couple. Grind pinktails. Great. Time for Globe 199. Yeah, I did think about that. Oh, good. My Yang. Thank God it was nobody important. Keep going. Ouch. Amazingly, he survived. That's not good. Let's use some magic. Jeez, I'll hand it to Golbez. She's just dishing out damage about as fast as anything. Now I'm faced with the possibility, do I want to revive him? Got him! Well, 3 people missed out. Question is, how much would I actually need to do in order to blast him effectively? Shoot, I forgot to take off that Dragoon gauntlet. Ah, well. Go to bed, Rosa. Come on, guys. Golbez just ran off with my wife. Or my wife just ran off with Golbez. Pretty funny. Yeah, Edge is severely underpowered right now. So I'm guessing the Bacchus wine would be for Edge and for Yang. Oh yeah, this is the team that should go to the moon. Oh God. There's 2 ways I could play this end game here. Well, there's more than 2 ways, but there's really... Yeah. Um, there's two things I'm thinking about as far as this routing goes, because I'm thinking Ashura also, Azura, or however you want to say it. Um, the Lunar Underground's got some pretty good equipment. So if I go through the Lunar Underground and pick up something, like maybe I find a pink tail or something, Zeramus is pretty much going to need something like that if I don't have Ashura, as you're pointing out here. I'm going to go down and see what I can find. And then I'll go back through and see what I can... If I need Ashura, I'll go back. In other words, I'm probably going to be heading back to Earth. Maybe I should go fight Ogopogo. Actually, I'm going to be done in about 4 minutes anyway. I did check the Hummingway shop. You said shops. Are there two? Or is there... Am I thinking of something different? In either way, it didn't have anything that wowed me. I definitely don't have tents or cabins, which is annoying. Cool. I'm the king of typos. You've seen that now, so... Unless I'm writing like a paper or something like that, I tend to have tons of typos in pretty much everything I write. I've got a couple exits, though, so I'll be exiting frequently to recharge. Oh, God. This team. Let's go fight. Makes sense. I'm not terribly worried about the moon enemies taking all my loot, though. Wow. That did way more damage than I thought it was going to. See, I'm used to having like high elemental defense in this place. That's a dry well. Fell asleep. She woke up only to die. Here we go. Good experience, at least. Quake. Nice. You're killing me, Crow. Throwable edge weapons. Bet you get like a white spear or something like that here. Valid point. Valid point. If I remember right, Pale Dim's like one of those monsters where things like just don't do damage to it. Like magic. Does slow affect the number of hits that you're doing with each weapon, I should say? I should be using focus rather than fight also. Pop, 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 pop. Nope, I just remembered wrong. Okay. Wasn't sure if it was like Final Fantasy 4. Or Final Fantasy 1, the original. Ouch. Got it. I think I've got another claw in here that doesn't... Oh, he's got our elemental claws, so... Ouch again. And I keep forgetting to hit focus also. Oh, I need to win this fight and exit. I don't have any life potions. Okay, I gotta shore up my end game for these races. Good, keep hitting Sid. One down. She can't equip it. $56.56. Alright, I need to get out of here, heal, buy some life potions, and actually stop the timer here for a second once I'm out. Let me heal up first. Oops. Magic, magic. And that's where I'm going to stop for now, actually. Really? Is that a 1.1 thing? Because, I mean, I remember always using those whenever I was growing up and playing vanilla. I would use those pretty frequently. Anyway, I've had enough for now. I need to actually go downstairs and eat because I haven't had anything to eat today, and it's about 2:30 here. I need to make sure I'm actually eating something. But I'm going to stop here, and maybe I'll finish the seed out for the next time whenever I play. Talking, not walking. Ooh,
I'm gonna do it.
you can talk to it.
That's. You can be in my video if you want to.
I'm gonna have to look into that. Anyway, Crow, thanks for watching. Anybody else who's been here, thanks for watching also. But I'm signing off for now. Maybe I'll catch you. Maybe I'll catch you playing a little bit later here. But for anybody watching, play the Lunarian Shuffle. Play the Lunarian Shuffle. It's a ton of fun, and hopefully we'll see some extra play later for it. So, but in the meantime, have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you soon.